with. So these are the best players who are available in the industry right now. So and then we have changed the arrangements of the songs.
Okay.
We have
but
new
these
arrangements.
Are covers.
And
These are covers.
These are covers.
Songs already sung.
But the genre is completely changed. We have changed everything.
It was a really big challenge for us because we only had 10 days and we had to do 20 covers, and it wouldn't have been possible if we hadn't this band, this whole setup.
That is true.
And all these contestants, they were really into this, very serious musicians.
So okay, let me rephrase it a little and let's explain it to our viewers, because these viewers will be voters as well after a while, so we need to explain them. When you guys are saying that you recorded the songs, so all the songs, Adnan, I'll bring you in the conversation, all the songs that you record with the contestants, they are going to be online.
Yes.
So people go online and vote, if you tell us.
You know, first we had, I would like to phrase this number, which we had like 3,000 entries coming in. So 3,000 people actually submitted their talent online, submitted their content online. That was the biggest challenge to actually.
And that content was, they just had to sing a song and send it. That's all.
Yes,
okay.
that is
record it on
a mobile device,
anything.
So not even the face, you can't look at them. They are just singing.
There was an option on the website
for the video.
For the video
you
as
could
well.
send a video as well.
But for us, it wasn't the primary parameter, because it was just the public which voted, and you know they actually voted for those 3,000 people, contestants, and out of those 3,000, the top 10 which we had, we chose them and we brought them to our studios.
You had to pick like 10 out of 3,000.
Yes.
Wow,
that was the biggest challenge.
How long did that take you?
The content bucket is still available on PakistanSuperstar.com. The whole library is still there. So everybody who submitted the content is still there. Doesn't matter, they recorded the whole thing on their mobile device, on laptop, in any possible form.
They just had to send it.
Yes, they just had to upload it.
I think that is a rather easy way, by not deterring young people, obviously, who are not exposed to, you know, how things are done. But everybody has a smartphone these days, so it's easier.
And you don't have to stand in long queues and wait for your turn to go.
Right, of course, like we see on television and other musical
we
shows.
went, you know, digital gave us the freedom to actually interact with the talent right there. So we don't really have to, the talent doesn't need to wait for the for their turn. SoundCloud and Facebook, I must say, they have supported us a lot in this whole process. So Facebook gave us the leverage of utilizing their APIs, and because everybody uploaded the content on our website, they were using their Facebook credentials. So the content is actually hosted on Facebook, and the audio content is actually hosted on SoundCloud. So we utilized their APIs, so they supported us as well, because 3,000 artists or 3,000 contestants uploading their content, it needed a lot of server space.
Absolutely, I can imagine.
So
and this could have been a bigger figure as well, 3,000 it was. And it was the people, the voters themselves, who picked the 10?
Yeah.
So it was nothing assisted by you guys, perhaps, who can, you know, spot talent?
We were monitoring, you know, what's happening, but yeah, it's the
we just had to make sure that the talent which we place is the best of the best talent. So we had to make sure, because we see a lot of reality shows, and we, you know, when we look at the content, we actually feel that there is a lack in the production quality, and that is the reason why we have such position in place. They are quality conscious.
Absolutely.
They would rather wait for 3 years and not do the show, but when they do it right. So, and that is where Farhan came in, and that is where Hassan is. He has spent like all those nights with the house band. He was the head of the production. So he actually recomposed, restructured the song, and the house band actually was capable enough that they restructured the whole song. If we change the lyrics, you won't be able to identify if it's that cover of A.R. Rahman or not.
Yeah, when the song starts, you won't be able to identify which song they're going to play.
Well, we are going to be listening to a couple, obviously, a couple of the singers, 6 singers, 6 from top 10, if I'm right, are here, and they are going to be singing for us. You obviously can't vote for on our show, I guess, but you know where to vote, and we are going to be listening to the changes, of course, that you guys made as well.
And this is the first ever TV presence or appearance for the talent.
It had to be on my show, of course. I think, honestly, guys, I think I might, you know, people might think of me as the biggest promoter of Pakistani music, because I have invited you guys so many times. Any musical challenge, you know, any channel, any platform, I try to have them over, because I think this is singing really truly comes from the heart, and only the
it
best
does.
singers are the only ones who sing from the heart and not for any gains like, you know, stardom or money or whatever. That will come too.
Yeah.
But you really have
That's
to
a by-
start
that's
on
a
an honest
byproduct,
note.
yeah.
I
That's
think
a
so. Okay, should we have our first set of pair of singers over?
Sure.
Hello guys, please take a seat. I have tried to create an environment where you should feel at home.
Actually, it's really good.
Thank you so much, and congratulations, by the way, for being the one of the top 10s.
Thank you.
So
Thank you
I'll
very
start
much.
with you, Azaz. How did you join? Why did you want to, you know, take part in this particular musical challenge?
I particularly find that other reality shows are technically somewhat rigged, and they're full of politics.
Okay.
So I find this is the first reality show where I can actually show my talent without having to have any kind of politics, where people can genuinely listen to me and vote for me.
Just for your voice alone, like how it should be done.
Exactly.
Good, not bad. And Fahad, what about you? You think
of
you
course,
have
I
it
would-
in you to, you know,
I would
go
definitely agree with Azaz what he has said. Mostly what I've heard or I've seen that mostly shows are, you know, reality shows are more scripted sort of thing. So this, when I heard about this platform, I was so excited to work with the people like, you know, Mr. Adnan,
These
Farhan,
very talented
of course,
gentlemen, of course.
Hassan bhai. So
Hassan bhai is quite the favorite of everybody, I see.
Everybody.
yeah, he is everywhere, you know, during rehearsals and everywhere. And so I was quite, you know,
Pumped to do it.
pumped to do it.
I can
exactly.
imagine. I can imagine. You know, I've been feeling the energy on the set
And when I
tonight, so I
actually
know
came
exactly.
to know that the criteria about voting, that people will choose that who's best. This was the great thing. I mean, you won't go for, you know, the complete package, or, you know, singer
some
might
John
have some,
Abraham coming out singing like
Someone
a
is a
Kishore
rock
Kumar.
star. Yeah,
Of
exactly.
course, okay, I get that.
So it's all about, you know, people who's going to choose the best.
Inshallah, inshallah. And you guys have already, you know, made a mark by getting into the top 10 slot also. Adnan, I'm listening to them, and this is something that I keep hearing about the reality musical shows which are on television these days. Yes, they kind of look it as well, but are they really scripted? And what's your take on them?
I think the first perception of a reality show in Pakistan is that they actually look for a complete package.
Okay.
We've been a part of, from our agency business, we are managing a couple of brands who are, you know, who are the partners for a couple of reality shows,
All
and
right.
some of the biggest reality shows.
Taking place right now on a...
Yes, yes.
True, okay.
So I believe the perception which they have for talent is slightly demented. It's not exactly about their music. It has more to do with how they look, what is their complete package value, which I think has nothing to do with how the guy can actually sing, and how that person can become a star. I think
I can agree with you slightly, because sometimes when we are also watching, not that we are the best judges or something, but sometimes you can actually tell this person should go ahead or not.
Yes.
And
yes.
suddenly the good ones sometimes you see not going ahead and
Yes.
not the very good ones, and
Yes.
then you have to make do with what you have and pick the best,
Yes.
which is you keep on remembering the wo wala kahan gaya, you
Yes.
know,
Yeah,
that person. really
that,
did
that
it.
has happened. While we were, you know, in the process of making the show, I happened to, you know, watch an episode of one reality show, and I was like, dude, how did this guy get
to
here?
who he is. Right,
And I
right.
had to change the channel, and I was so disappointed.
And when you see the kind of investment that's going on,
Yeah.
because from the brand's perspective, I exactly know what kind of licensing fee and everything is in place.
So those are huge.
Huge
And I guess
platforms.
that's why they have to put in some, you know, lookers and some
Lookers,
talkers,
yeah,
and they
lookers.
have to see other than the singing aspect.
I must tell you,
perhaps, as well.
these guys, I didn't know their faces, because they didn't have their faces attached to the auditions.
Yeah.
So the first time I met them, I was like, okay, so you're Azaz, right? So that's how they were chosen. These guys
Okay,
are great singers.
time to sing now, what we are here for. So what are you singing today, by the way? Who's singing first?
We both are
Actually,
singing the
yeah.
same thing.
We're
Okay,
singing the same
together.
thing, yeah, so,
Lovely.
You
I'll
know,
just
one part
start.
from my side and one part from.
Perfect.
Yes.
ये बहुत अच्छा हो गया. So what's
So
the
we're going to
song?
sing a song by Shafkat Manatali,
Okay.
Need Nai.
He's quite a favorite of like aspiring
Everybody,
singers.
yeah.
Okay, start.
लेकिन वो दिन थे जुदाई जब रास थी। अब क्यों सताती है हर पल हमें ये खुशबू तेरी, गूंजती है क्यों हंसी हर सू तेरी। नींद ना नींद
I love the harmony, the way you just harmonized it.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Thank you very much.
Very nice. Okay, I know, Azaz, that you are also learning it, like professionally learning to sing, and very, very interesting way, by the way, I must say, how you are learning. Tell us.
Sure, I wake up like 5 in the morning, and I spend half an hour practicing before my class.
Okay.
I'm under training with an Indian artist called Kaushiki Chakrabarti.
Okay.
She's a very renowned singer of India. She sings classical really well.
Hmm.
And then when I come back from my job, in the evening I take classes from Dr. Zafar Iqbal, who is the head of musicology in NCA.
Right, right. He's
So
been
I'm
on a show
actually
as well.
learning from 2 teachers at this time.
Awesome. So how do you reach India so quickly and take classes from the Navy, and how do you do that?
Yes, well actually I performed in All Pakistan Music Conference last year, and I heard that Indian singers do actually make it there. But when I was singing, I unfortunately didn't come across any. So I got the chance to email Kaushiki ji, and she replied to me. And that's how I got in touch with her number. And then I was already a fan.
Okay.
And when you express the liking to learn, and when the student is obviously talented enough, and obviously they judge all these things, and she sensed that I will make a good student. So I'm really honored that she took me under her patronage, and she started giving me classes.
On Skype. Yes, on Skype. Like, check out the dedication of this guy, that he's like talking about this. I'm sure you are in awe of your
It's
teacher.
a blessing wherever,
Yeah, but
wherever
that
I
is,
get it from.
that is the new age technologies,
Yeah.
I would really
Yeah.
say. You guys are
You're all about digital.
on an online, exactly. I mean, like beyond people's imaginations, you are actually truly taking the best of it. So you are, obviously you have applied and you have been selected on a game reality show which is online.
Yes.
You are learning music online, and that is just beautiful.
Yeah.
Very nice. And I can imagine that she must have seen your dedication. Cool. Okay, take that in. We are taking a very short break, and when we come back, we are talking more music and we are listening to more music. Yeah.
तेरा तुझको सौंप दे, क्या लागत है मेरा मुझ में कुछ नहीं, जो तेरे बिन मेरा मन जैसे बन में हिरन हो, जैसे पगली पवन, लगे तुमसे मन की लगन,
लगन लगी तुमसे मन की लगन लगी तुमसे मन की लगन लगी तुमसे मन की लगन गली गली घूमे दिल तुझे ढूंढे गली गली घूमे दिल तुझे ढूंढे तेरे बिन तरसे नैन लगन लगी तुमसे मन की लगन लगी तुमसे मन की लगन आ आ सारे गरे रे सा पादा सारे ग पा मा गरे सा पादा सारे गरे रे सा सारे ग मा दा दा पा सा नि दा पा दा पा मा ग मा गरे ग मा पा.
Welcome to my show. Welcome back, guys. And please meet On and Kumail, who are the top 10 contestants in Pakistan Superstar. Thank you so much, guys. This was beautiful. It's like a khuli awaz.
Yeah.
He doesn't need a mic, does he? So, you know, all of them, I was just wondering, 3,000, going back to what we were talking about earlier, you had to pick, must have been, not you had to pick, people had to pick, but must have been a very tall order. Because if we have this kind of talent, I mean, you can't pick 10.
Yeah.
Yeah, but what do you do? So
and
these,
now, I mean, you can't pick 3.
I'm sure.
That is the toughest job.
That's why I said that I would
They're
be
all our artists
happy to
now,
work with them in the future.
Absolutely, because obviously you would pick one, yes, he's good, but no better than the others, you know, everybody really is good. Training वगैरह ली on आपने कुछ?
Learning from my father.
Okay.
He's also a singer.
All right. I can tell that this has to be a trained voice.
Yes.
ये तो काफी ज़बरदस्त है.
बिल्कुल.
Okay, lovely. This is the genre of music that, how do they select the music, you know, whatever they feel comfortable in, they want to sing, or some loose, you know.
They had complete freedom in choosing whatever they want to sing. But just to make sure that the content is legit, we procured the rights from Universal and a couple of local record labels, so that whatever they're singing, it's legally covered. So we gave them a huge library of around 65,000 songs, out of which they chose whatever they want to sing. And then the house band came in at the second stage, and they just restructured the whole thing for them.
Okay, is this the first, if I may ask you, that you actually had to buy the rights? Because does anybody do that here? I mean, I'm sorry, we talk about, you know, stop piracy and all that, and yes, you do have to stop it. But still, having said that, you did the preparation and you went as far as to actually make sure कि गाना भी जो pick हो जाए वो गा भी सकेंगे.
Yes, and also when you're working with Universal, because the top 3 contestants are going to be produced by Universal. So the first catalog came in from that record label. So we
it was a
procured the
huge
rights.
catalog.
It was a huge catalog. You have
imagine.
A.R. Rahman, you have Adele, you have U2, you have Coldplay, you have
and
Brian
Maroon
Lewis
5.
and Macklemore, Maroon 5, everyone is there.
Avicii.
And guys, was it like an eye opener for you as well? And correct me if I'm wrong. Maybe इसी तरह होता हो काम, that it's so systematic the way things are done over there, as well as you say the first catalog that came. I mean, perhaps that is also in a way guiding our industry of how to go about it.
It is.
What do you have to say?
It is. And then you know, since this is a digital platform, so it's not limited to Pakistan only.
True.
So you really have to get the rights. So I mean, in Pakistan normally, I believe, because when we started playing music and also we didn't really know.
Yeah, you could
If
just pick up anything
Okay,
and
we can
sing.
cover this song or that song, and there is a performance right also. We didn't know that if we are performing somebody's song on our concert, for that even if in Pakistan you can do it, but yeah, you need rights.
But I guess through you guys, Pakistan is also learning, because these are very new things. I mean, earlier we wouldn't even, you know, talk about rights and all. Gana aata hai to gao.
Yes.
Whatever it is. You know, not just you wait
So,
for, you know, to have specific license or rights and stuff and do that.
Being professionals, it is our responsibility. It is something that comes to your mind
Absolutely,
should
and
go
you
through this
guys are
process.
also in a position, if I may say, to guide them. And
Yeah.
if they should already know why we sang those songs and not those songs, so that in future, you know, they don't have to learn at an ad hoc
back,
basis like you guys
experience,
did,
Yeah.
perhaps.
And also in this market, I think the rights, the term itself is slightly misused as well. Because we had, in the top 10 contestants, we had one coming in from another music reality show.
Okay.
And the contestant was phenomenal. She had amazing talent. But we couldn't sign her up. We couldn't just take her into the top 10 category just because she was signed up with that reality show.
From which she was also out.
She was out. Yes. So she
So
wasn't there.
Because she probably wasn't a complete package. You know?
Perhaps, or whatever the reason might be, but wouldn't it be that once you are out of that show, obviously aapka to kuch bana nahi, so that the
I guess it
contract
should
is
be,
also
but
over.
It should be.
It should be.
And the way she narrated, because we asked her that, why did you sign that contract? She said that right before they took us on the stage, they said, okay, phase 2 is starting, you just have to sign off this document, it's a prerequisite for that.
Yeah.
And
And
without
they didn't
reading,
give them time to.
she didn't have the
actually
copy of that contract.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, when we said that, you know, you're signed up with that reality show and the
The
top
copy
10
didn't know.
contestants, next 36 months, they cannot do anything.
That is so sad, and I think that also brings me to my next point, where you really have to, if you are talented, whatever you do, you sing, you act, whatever, and there are so many, you know, reality-based shows where they see you're acting or you're singing or whatever, cooking, you know, whatever you do, go through the fine print of what you are, because you might be out of it soon, and then there'll be other opportunities that you perhaps cannot, and some things are so wrong anyway. I mean, you
Anyway,
shouldn't, unless and until you win that competition and then you sign a contract, it
Yep.
makes perfect sense.
Yeah.
But when you are just a contestant and you're trying your luck and then, you know, you get out of it and you cannot even try your luck anywhere else.
And then
That's
that
a
show is
bummer.
not doing anything for you for the
Exactly.
next 36 months.
Right,
So,
right. That's
that's
not
sad.
good. So a lot of things I think we are learning through Pakistan Superstar also. Obviously this is online, rather was. I think I'm sure that you will come up with some newer versions, and I hope so,
Yeah,
because you guys
inshallah,
are coming up
definitely.
with some really good music.
Inshallah.
Kumel is going to be singing for us now, and what are you singing?
I'm gonna sing sung by Arijit Singh, मैं ढूंढने को ज़माने में जब वफा निकला.
Yeah, he's been singing
Yes,
a
yes,
lot.
yes.
By the way, before you start singing, what is your dream, to become like, you know, band members and singers, or backdrop, like, you know, in
Playback
Bollywood,
singer.
you
Playback
playback.
singer.
Thank you.
My dream is to come up like the big playback singer. As a playback singer, I would like to. I would love to sing.
And then you know, it can be seen on the face of some
Somebody else.
famous
Somebody,
actor
yeah.
or somebody, and it should be your voice. Chalo, that's a good
Exactly.
dream. बहुत अच्छी है. Right.
मैं ढूंढने को ज़माने में जब वफा निकला, मैं ढूंढने को ज़माने में जब वफा निकला, पता चला कि गलत लेके मैं पता निकला, पता चला कि गलत लेके मैं पता निकला, मैं ढूंढने को ज़माने में जब वफा निकला, मैं ढूंढने को ज़माने में जब वफा निकला. जिसके आने से मुकम्मल हो गई थी जिंदगी, दस्तके खुशियों ने दी थी, मिट गई थी हर कमी, क्यों बेवजह दिए सजा, क्यों ख्वाब दे के वो ले गया, जिए जो हम लगे सितम, मज़ाब ऐसे वो दे गया, मैं ढूंढने को उसके दिल में जो खुदा निकला, मैं ढूंढने को उसके दिल में जो खुदा निकला, पता चला कि गलत लेके मैं पता निकला, पता चला कि गलत लेके मैं पता निकला, मैं
बहुत अच्छा. And sometimes, you know, when you're singing from the heart, the words mean a different thing.
Yes.
And the whole meaning of the song kind of
It
changes
connects.
as well. Yeah, it evolves and becomes big. Beautiful. बहुत अच्छा.
It's a hard song to sing while playing a guitar.
Yes, at the
So
same
I
time.
was looking at that.
As you guys said, this is their first, you know, television appearance as well. And I'm very, you know, proud to see that you guys are so confident. So it's just not only the voice, you can perform as well.
Thank you.
उसकी भी training हो रही है.
Actually, वो इतना करना नहीं पड़ रहा.
Yeah.
To be honest.
हाँ, because
Yeah,
I guess
they
when
are
you
all-
are sure that you're good.
Yeah.
And you know, you kind of grounded as well because एक तो होती है ना वो शोखी में भी चीजें निकल जाती हैं and all, but this is really good.
They are really
Awesome.
serious and into this.
I can tell that. I can tell. Very nice. Okay, time for more music. For that, we'll have to take a very short break. Thank you so much, Kumail and On. And short break. When we come back, we have more singers with us, and yeah, much more music. Welcome back to Week in World. I'm Huma, Amir, Shah, and we are being joined by two more singers, I would say, not contestants anymore, because they really do sing. They know how to sing. They are bona fide singers, and they are in the top 10 of Pakistan's superstar. Thank you so much, guys, for coming. First up, Dr. Zishan. Imagine he's a doctor and he wants to be a singer now, because something that comes from the heart, you know, you have to follow it. I think that's what happened with you, yeah?
Exactly, you know, music has always been my passion. So, you know, very early on, I decided that, you know, I promised myself that I'm never going to give up on my passion, you know. Doesn't matter how hard it gets, how tough it gets, you know. I thought, I'm going to be a doctor, but I'm going to do music as well.
Awesome. And this was the right platform for you?
Exactly, you know, when I came to know about the show, I was really excited straight away, because, you know, it's very different from other shows, you know. In other shows, the singers, they're doing covers after covers of, you know, they sing songs of other people, like for months, even for a year.
Right.
But here, it's like you have to do 2 cover songs, and then, you know, the winners are going to be selected by the people, and those winners, they're going to be composing their own songs. And these great musicians are going to be helping them with the lyrics and the composition. And
so which means that you are excited about the fact that you not only just sing, but you also compose, write, you want to do your own thing as well?
I do like to compose music, and, you know, the team was really supportive. You know, when we were rehearsing, our music producer, Umar, he was telling us that you don't have to copy other singers, you know. You have to sing in your own style, and you have to put your own unique flavor into those songs.
Okay, we are going to be listening to your unique flavor in just a bit. And of course, we are being joined by Faizan as well. Hi Faizan, how are you?
I'm fine.
So
How are
this
you?
is your passion as well, music, singing?
Yes, exactly. Well, first of all, honestly speaking, so I'm feeling very lucky, still feeling very lucky to be a part of this show, this reality show, because before this show, we all are just nothing.
Right. If I may add, and you guys can also chip in, it's truly, truly based on your singing alone, nothing else.
Yeah.
And I think that is, all the contestants who have come here, I think that is what they feel comfortable about mostly. बाकी चीजें तो आ ही जाएंगी इधर उधर, but they know that they have been picked only because of their voice, and that is their strength.
Yes.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you become so conscious about the way you look and the way you perform that you actually concentrate less on the very thing that will make you win.
Yeah.
So I think that has what has made you comfortable. Who's going to sing first?
Faizan?
Faizan, इसने decide कर लिया. Dr. Saab has decided already.
Yes,
Okay, Faizan, what are you singing for us?
So I'm going with a ghazal of Ghulam Ali Saab, Awargi.
All right, okay.
So, ये दिल ये पागल दिल मेरा, ये दिल ये दिल ये दिल ये दिल ये पागल दिल मेरा, क्यों बुझ गया आवारगी,
इस दश्त में एक शहर था, इस दश्त में एक शहर था, वो क्या हुआ वारगी ये दिल, ये पागल दिल मेरा क्यों बुझ गया आवारगी। कल शब मुझे बेशक्ल की आवाज ने चौंका दिया, कल शब मुझे बेशक्ल की आवाज ने चौंका दिया। मैंने कहा तू कौन है, मैंने कहा तू कौन है, उसने कहा आवारगी ये दिल, ये पागल दिल मेरा क्यों बुझ गया आवारगी, आवारगी, आवारगी।
And you know, I see this variation. There are ghazal singers, you know, amongst them. Then obviously Dr. Saab is going to be singing something in English for us. And then we had somebody, you know.
I would like to add something. Faizan is obsessed with picking up the most difficult songs. For his voice.
I could tell this isn't an easy thing to do.
Yeah. And once we are done with Zishan, I'll ask him to sing a couple of lines from a song by Mikal Hassan Band.
Okay.
Ask him. That's my favorite.
Sure,
So
sure.
whenever we meet, I ask him to sing that song.
Lovely. In just a bit, but first tell me, so these are the 5th and the 6th months from the top 10. What about the rest of the 4? Not that I would have loved them to be here, but where are they? These are based in Lahore.
Yeah.
So where are the...
2 of our female contestants are from Karachi.
Okay.
And then 1 contestant is from Bahawalpur.
Oh, nice.
1 is from Islamabad.
All right.
So
okay.
yeah. So they couldn't join us here.
They couldn't make it.
Yeah.
Are you contestants competitive amongst one another as well? Because obviously I understand that it's the voters who will obviously, you know, make sure that who goes forward and who doesn't. लेकिन वैसे ही आपस में कोई competition, healthy competition?
I think healthy competition तो होता है, but I think all of us are really friendly with each other, and I think all of these 10 contestants, they deserve to win. You know, so whoever the people choose, you know, he should win.
But in your heart, if you had to, like, you know, vote yourself as well, you had to vote for somebody. Obviously, the vote would go to himself. But having said that, I mean, एक पता होता है ना that you know, okay, this one is really good, maybe better than me. Do you guys have that kind of feeling?
Yes.
Yes, something to say.
I think singing is such a thing that, you know, no matter how well trained you are, still, you know, you have that fear inside. पता नहीं किस तरह की आवाज़ निकलेगी. So, you know, I think ये तो होता है. I mean, if you're a guitarist, you know what notes you gotta play.
Yeah,
but when you're singing, it's gonna come from here. So, ये थोड़ा सा fear तो होता है.
Yeah, but you know, one of you is like actually having lessons on Sky, so you better watch out because people are really going far with it.
Yes, exactly. Yeah.
Okay, before we ask them to sing. Future plans, I mean, where do you guys go from here? I know that the 10 are done now, people are going to vote, 3 are going to be picked. What happens to the rest of them? Bichare, wo bhi to aage aaye.
Yes, this is one area where we think this is going to be different from other reality shows. We'll make sure that, you know, we do whatever it takes to change their careers, inshallah. Musical
to make
careers.
Their careers,
yes,
basically.
inshallah. So that is our effort, and I think Hassan and Farhan would be playing. That's the most important role what they're going to play, because he's gonna spend nights producing their content, sleepless nights.
And this is original content. That
this is
we'll
original
be working
content,
on,
and inshallah next year, what the target we've set in our minds is that we should be going with original content, because that is where you actually this time around what we felt. While we were jamming, that the house band is so tight that they're producing the content, they're actually producing new content. So it's just the same lyrics which the singer is singing. Otherwise, the house band has restructured the song altogether. So what you can next year, what we are going to do, we are going to make sure that a lyricist is sitting there, and we can come up with a new content. And that is where they are going to be defined by the content which they are going to sing.
That
it's
is
not
why
going to
we
be covered by Arijit or A.R. Rahman. Or
Actually, when they were preparing these covers, they were making all the arrangements and everything with the help of the band. They weren't copying anything, and all instrumentation.
He made sure that nobody in the house band has listened to the track before jamming. He made sure so that they don't have any preconceived melodies in their mind.
So you give your like own version of how
exactly.
it should be.
That's very important.
And I think obviously the voice is very important. Like obviously you guys are really doing a good job with it, and as well. But your intelligence, your insight, your foresight rather, because if you really are wanting to step into this medium, this industry, music, you will have to come up with your own. You have to have that innate talent of making something out of nothing as well. Obviously, because even if you win, you will win on the laurels of somebody else's song, but later on, obviously, you have to make your own.
That's where we come in. So
of course, that is where you have like mega help. That way as well.
And that is why we have signed all these artists, and we'll be making content for them for the next whole year. So we have a lot of plans for them.
Awesome. So it doesn't end right here.
Yeah,
we have a series of sessions, like walnut sessions, which would be fortnightly series of musical performances, live streaming online, and also creating music videos which we can place on YouTube, hopefully if it's unbanned in Pakistan, and then we'll be placing that with all the top-notch content syndication platforms like iTunes, Spotify, Deezer, Amazon. We have arrangements with them. So if they come up with the content, we are going to plug that into our platform, and we can start monetizing and create a sustainable platform for them, so that they can consider this as careers. It doesn't matter how many shows they are playing live, but in parallel they can also work on the content.
And also the fact that you are online also means that your audience or listenership is not just Pakistan. So that is also good. It's like across the world.
And then we are planning to design shows for them, live shows for them, quality live shows, because one thing which doesn't happen here is that you don't get to see quality live performances, like great stages and great sound and great performances and a great band. So that's what we are planning for them also.
Awesome, guys. Do you realize what's in store?
Yeah, we do.
Doctor is chhoti
We are really lucky.
You are going to be very busy by the way.
I personally believe that not all of them need to, make music as a career. It would be nice if they just keep this as a passion.
As a hobby
As a
or
hobby
a passion
or
something that you do, you are great at it, but you really do it on the side.
We need
Too
doctors as
professional.
well.
Why not?
If you can plan your
नहीं,
day
माँ-बाप ना
like
नाराज हो
that,
जाए ना कि ये क्या किया?
if you can allocate your time, I think two passions or two
I
professions
think
can
it is manageable. I think it is
Absolutely, and a
possible.
lot of people do that.
Yeah.
Okay, now Dr. Zishan is going to be singing "Touch My Hand."
Saw you from a distance, I saw you from the stage. There's something about the look in your eyes, there's something about your beautiful face. In a sea of people, there was only you. I never knew what the song was about, but suddenly now I do. Try to reach out to you, touch my hand, reach out as far as I can. Only me, only you and the band. Oh, reach out as far, can't let the music stop, can't let this feeling end. 'Cause if I do, it'll all be over, I'll never see you again. Can't let the music stop, I never see you again. I never see you again. I never see you.
Very nice.
Very nice. Again, a new flavor, something in English as well.
Yeah.
No wonder you got a lot of votes. Because obviously we listen to all kinds of music, don't we?
Yeah.
Very nice. I really see bright futures for you guys. Whether you take it up, as you said, professionally or not, but really to be able to do what your heart desires, you have a passion for, even if you don't make a dime off it, it doesn't matter, as long as you are just doing it. You're giving it all.
Exactly.
Awesome. I want to thank everybody, and then of course I'll ask Adnan to give us the website, everything, all the names where you can go log in, and of course you can vote as well. And then of course we are going to listen the last few lines from Faizan. First of all, by name on Faizan, Kumail, Azzaz, Fahad and Zishan, of course. Thank you, everybody, for singing for us, and of course for Adnan, Farhan and Hassan, for you guys.
Thank you
You're
so
doing
much.
a wonderful job, by the way.
Thanks a
Giving
lot
them
for
an
inviting
opportunity.
us to you.
Thank you so much. Thanks a lot. Very quickly, Adnan, where can people log on to and vote for
People
them?
can visit our website. It's www.pakistansuperstar.com.
Easy, okay.
And on our Facebook page, we already have a family size of around 280,000 fans.
Awesome.
Yeah, and we are targeting to hit 500,000 fans, inshallah, by the end of phase
After
2.
this show, I'm sure you will.
Inshallah.
Don't worry.
Inshallah.
Okay.
Tonight.
Cool.
And they can visit facebook.com/Pakistan Superstar. That's the Facebook page. So they can visit the Facebook page, they can visit our website, they can watch some content which is not going to be available anywhere else. The making of the show, behind the scenes.
I think it's going to be fun. You know, if you love music, you like making music, listening to music, you should go out, check this out. Why not? You might like something there. Once again, thank you so much, guys. I hope you all enjoyed the show. And Faizan is going to be closing it for us with a couple of lines from Bikal Hassan Band song.
Yeah,
Okay.
I love
साजन प्रीत लगा के दूर देश मत जा, बसो हमारी नगरी में, मोहे सुंदर मुख दिखला जा है, मोहे सुंदर मुख दिखला जा, हो कदिया मिल सावल यार वे, हो कभिया मिल सावल यार वे, मेरे लूलू चीख पुकार वे, मेरे लूलू चीख पुकार वे, आ मिल सावल यार वे, आ मिल सावल